And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, number 58.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Fouls one off, 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with two strikes. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next to hit, Chase DeLauder. That one hammered center field, ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track. Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Joe Adele. 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Ball. 2-2.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And here it comes. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good eye right there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
High fly ball out towards left center. In position. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians leave 1. And now the Angels will get their first opportunity in this one. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Parker Messick.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Booth. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now batting, Mike Trout. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Hedges on to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And here is Vaughn Grissom. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And that one upstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Angel Henao digs in for the Guardians. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Siri makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 7, center fielder
Petey Halpin digs in for the Guardians. Ball to strike. The pitch. Over to second for 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. Austin Hedges stands in. No score here in the second. Now move to first. And he's back in safely. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
There goes the runner. Got him swinging. Snuck the fastball by him. 1 left for the Guardians. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Moises Ballesteros. That misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a
2-1.
fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And that
That's
misses.
the ball. That's down.
3-1 now. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. And now it's Jose Siri. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And foul ball. That misses. Counts full, 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's bad. Just missed it.
But he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Fastball for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's hard hit in the line. Kwan pulls it down, and that is that. Angels leave one. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Angel Stadium, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You got a full count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
Well, that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, number 23. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Two.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Hedges on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
1 out, bases empty. That one outside, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Inside, ball 3.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Count.
And here's a 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Angels strand 1. Still no score. Back in Anaheim. Start of the 4th. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Joe Adell. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Fourth inning underway. No score. And now 2 balls and a strike. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Angel Henao getting ready to hit. Inside, almost got him. Two one now. And there's the strike. Movement in the bullpen. Number 67 up and throwing. Watson getting loose as well. Low at first, 1 gone. Lined into right. And makes the grab. Out number 2. Petey Halpin now at the plate. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
First baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Foul ball there. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Moises Ballesteros will hit next. This one popped up right side. Low. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now Jose Siri. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Passes third. He wants it all. The relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. No score.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, number 67.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Trout makes the catch, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Check swing, and he held up. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's even up.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Darno on to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off
inside. That's
the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Now one missed.
Full count.
In the air, left field, under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in is the speedy number 51. So now 1 and 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sobrowski getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
And next for the Angels, Christian Moore. Late that time, and it's strike two.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kwan makes the play, and it's out number 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books, and we still have no score. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Chase DeLauder. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 65 getting ready to go. Number 32 warming up as well. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early, stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-2 now.
That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner holds at second, but they've got something going on here.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Joe Adell. That just misses, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Watson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now a chance for Nathaniel Lowe. Pitches in there, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And the batter now, Angel Henao. And a swing and a miss. Still only one out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
But that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's the center fielder, Petey Halpin. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Gaddis.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And that one handled to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Trout. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Colin Holderman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Heron, the lefty, warming up as well. Chop to third. Ramirez whips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Angels go quietly there. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 68. Austin Hedges now. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
In the air, right field. One down.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder,
Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there, not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rocchio off of first with 2 away. In the air, left field, down the line. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. Guardians 3 and the Angels nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Vaughn Grissom. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Moises Ballesteros, the next to hit for the Angels. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and now slings to first, and that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Jose Siri, the next to hit for the Angels. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Manager out of the dugout. Colin Holderman into the game.
Colin Holderman.
Man at first. Here's the left fielder. 2 outs. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
And now Christian Moore. Swing and a miss. 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. The tying run at the plate. It goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 72. Now it's Jose Ramirez. A sliding stop onto the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And up next for Cleveland, Joe Adell. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Not in time, it's a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe. Adell over at second, 1 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Angel Henao digs in for the Guardians. And a big swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Guardians, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, number 23. That one lifted to left. Quan heads after it. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Comebacker to the mound. Slinging it to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Grounded to Lowe. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels held in check. Still down 3-0.
twerk bonfire like a barn bash. City slick burn rubber like a tarmac. Push the button on you haters, hit the thrusters.
We go to the ninth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Petey Halpin. This one in the air. Neto squeezes it, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Austin Hedges.
And here's the catcher, Austin Hedges. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio.
Throwing the ball well. They need to score this inning in relief right here. Doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Neto sizing this one up, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. Guardians 3 and the Angels nothing.
I'm too involved in God, not television, according to his purpose.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Cade Smith.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And here's the first baseman, Vaughn Grissom. Ground ball right side. Over to Lowe. Now only 1 out remaining.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Moises Ballesteros digs in now. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.